He spent all of his time studying, unlike some of his comrades there who spent their time in levity and partying.
He was very, very adamant about finishing something.
You never hear of him, you never see him, because the poor kid was studying around the clock. He permanently damaged his eyes. He wore spectacles in private thereafter. But he did nothing for 4 years but try to graduate. And in that famous class of 46, which gave 21 generals to the armies, of 59 cadets in that class, he stood 17th.
And they said had he been on one more year, he would have graduated #1 in his class.
And it was determination. To me, that is the one word that characterizes this man from beginning to end, determination.
But the Mexican War came, and it came right at the end of his senior year, and he knew that he would be in it. He was assigned to the artillery, which he expected and desired, and was sent to Mexico. It just so happened the commanding officer of his artillery battalion was a devoted and mature Christian, Captain Taylor, later major, later colonel. They became good friends, and on top of that, his commanding officer challenged him to define his faith, to learn the scriptures, to have an active Christian testimony.
It's Taylor who reintroduces him to the Bible. It's Taylor who at Fort Hamilton and elsewhere where Jackson was stationed introduced him to the various religious denominations. My own belief is that Francis Taylor had more religious influence on Jackson prior to coming to Lexington than any other human being. Taylor had deep spiritual feelings, and he imparted them to a hungry Jackson. The Mexican experience is important for two reasons. One, Jackson found that he liked the military. He liked the structured regimen of Army life. He liked the stepping stone processes and whatnot. And then he suddenly discovered how brave he was in battle.
He was brave to a fault. He was fearless. He was a hero in one of the battles, one of the last battles of the war. He stood in the middle of the road being shelled by the Mexicans. His men were falling all around him. A cannon shot went between his legs. And he continued manning the gun until help arrived. He was utterly fearless.
You know, he was brevetted 3 times for gallantry in the field. There were a few others who got 3 brevets, none got more. So Jackson comes out of that war one of the true heroes. He goes to Mexico 1 year as a brevet second lieutenant. He comes home a brevet major, which was quite an accomplishment. So Jackson found his niche with the military in the Mexican War, and he discovered, perhaps to his surprise, he was quite good at it.